Today I'm going to be filming another Q&A video. I haven't filmed one in a long time. I've done like 2 before. My little sister, who's like my #1 fan and my #1 stalker on Instagram, has been begging me to film another Q&A. It's slightly creepy. So yeah, I'm doing it today, and I asked you guys for questions on Instagram and Twitter a couple weeks ago, and I was gonna film this while I was in Colorado, and I totally did not have time. So now I'm here with my bookshelves. I'm back home. So there are like almost 30 questions to get through, so let's just get started because I want to answer all of them. And if my answers are really quick, I'm sorry, but I'm just trying to get through all these. The first question I have is from Instagram, and it is from LizzieLovesBooks. She asked, what was your first fandom? My first fandom was definitely the Chronicles of Narnia. I was completely obsessed, and I still love it so much. It's like literally a piece of my heart. I don't know what I would be without Narnia. And her second question was, what is your favorite fandom you're in right now? I'm really not sure what my favorite fandom I'm in right now is. That's like a hard question for me. I don't know. I love the Harry Potter fandom. Jade XLE asked, favorite contemporary author. Love your account. Thank you! My favorite contemporary author is hands down Morgan Matson. She is the queen of contemporary. I say it all the time. I absolutely adore her. I've met her twice and she's so lovely, and her books all bring me so much happiness, and I love them so much, and she's just like my favorite person ever, so definitely Morgan Matson. Kaden over at 1000 Books to Read asks, if you could place yourself in any fictional world, what would it be? Definitely Dune. Like, it's right there. It's right there. You guys know how much I love Dune. I feel like I belong there. It's just my home, and yet it doesn't exist. Definitely Dune. Hands down. Livermint.addict asked what my favorite book was. My favorite fictional novel is The Mark of Athena by Rick Riordan. It brings me so much happiness every time I read it. I've read it like 4 times. Book Itty on Instagram asked tips for new bookstagrammers. I don't know, I've been asked this before and I don't really know. I've been asked this before and I never really know what to say. Just put a lot of time and quality into your photos. Just don't treat your bookstagram like it's nothing, because it can become something beautiful, and you just have to really work hard on your pictures and actually put the effort into it. I take like Monday every week and I just take like a ton of pictures and I try to make it as beautiful as it can be, and then I edit it and I use like VSCO, and I love the Instagram editor as well. And just like really work hard on your photos and like try and make your own theme. You don't have to copy someone else's. Just be yourself in your captions and people will love you. She also asked favorite and least favorite covers. I have my favorite cover right here, and that is A Cold Legacy by Megan Shepherd. This trilogy, The Madman's Daughter, is like one of my favorites, but this cover, it's like set in Scotland, and so it has like my favorite Scottish castle on it, and it's just so pretty. It's so pretty. I may or may not have like 2 copies of this book just because I love the cover so much. Usually I judge a book by its cover, let's be honest, so like I don't buy books with ugly covers. Maybe this one that Simon & Schuster sent me, just because I think that the title is kind of ridiculous, and I'm sorry if the author is watching this, I doubt it, but I'm not gonna read this. I'm just not. Books for Lily _ asked, how many books do you read weekly? It depends on what kind of mood I'm in. Sometimes if I'm in like a sort of a reading slump, I'll read like a book in 2 weeks, which is really bad, or like a book a week, but usually 1 to 2 books a week. Probably more normally 1 book a week lately. She also asked, how many books do you own? So before I filmed this video, because like I've been getting asked that question and I have no clue, so before I filmed this I went and counted, and I have 450, not even all of them, that's just like the fiction. And some of them are for books for trade, maybe more than like 500. I'm actually quite proud of my library, so no, I actually don't have any shame. Goldie Books on Instagram asked, what is your favorite source for book recommendations? Friends, Bookstagram, Goodreads, etc. Usually I get all my recommendations from Bookstagram and BookTube, from the authors or from the publishers. Usually I'm like following HarperCollins or something and they're talking about a book and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to read that. Lauren X Books on Instagram asked, best bookstore you've ever been to? I've never been to like a really spectacular like the Strand or anything in New York. My favorite bookstore is Barnes & Noble, even though it's crazy expensive. I just love the atmosphere. And she also asked favorite book covers. And Lauren X Books also asked, closest friend you've made through BookTube / Bookstagram. I don't know if I want to name anyone, because like I've made so many amazing, incredible friends through BookTube and Bookstagram, and I don't want to like leave anyone out. My best friend that I made through BookTube is definitely Cherie Moore. She's like almost like a sister to me. If you're not following her on YouTube, she loves like Korea and stuff, but she makes book videos and writing videos. She's just so awesome and I love talking to her. Through Bookstagram, I've made so many amazing friends, guys. Like, Bookstagram has introduced me to so many incredible human beings, and I love them all so much. The ones that I've actually met in person, Brittany from @BooksByBrett, she's amazing. Also Rachel from Rachel Hannah on BookTube. She and I and Brittany have all, okay, we've both met Brittany, but I haven't met Rachel. So someday we're gonna like meet up all together and it's gonna be the best thing ever. Also on Bookstagram, Avery, oh my gosh, Avery is like the best, guys. She was following me on Bookstagram, and then we met up at RT 2015, and ever since then we've been meeting up at all of these different signings and texting each other all the time, and she's just so amazing, guys. Her YouTube and Instagram are Avery Reads a Lot. So much fun to talk to. She's so bubbly, and you guys will love her videos. You have to go check out her channel. I'll link it down below. Those are probably the main ones, but like I may be leaving someone out, which I hate. I'm so sorry if I left you out, but I'm just the ones that come to mind right now. Books, Coffee, and Kit Kats asked, when did you become a Christian and what is a long-term goal for your life? I became a Christian 2 years ago, like almost 3 years ago. My long-term goal for my life is to be a published author someday. Hopefully. I'm writing my first book right now, guys. Oh my gosh. I also really want to be a stay-at-home mom and get married and have kids and stuff, and I love that type of life. Someday, guys, not right now. Love Hannah Banana on Instagram asked, what is a book you found because of BookTube? I found like all my books because of BookTube. Probably one of my favorites is The Infernal Devices by Cassandra Clare. I love it so incredibly much, and I'm just so thankful that people forced me to read it because it is so amazing. Oh my gosh. Olivia's Bookish Adventures on Instagram asked, have you thought about reading A Time to Die by Nadine Brandes? It's so good and I think you would really like it. I have never heard of that, but I will look it up, and thank you so much for the recommendation. Jess_W47 asked, what is your favorite dystopian book? This probably won't come as a surprise to anyone. The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. This is like my third favorite series of all time, right between Percy Jackson and The Infernal Devices. I have like all the editions. No, I'm just kidding, I don't. I wish I did. I Love Books and Cats asked, what are you currently writing about? I don't really want to give away the plot because it's still developing and I don't want anyone to steal it, but it is a fantasy young adult novel. That's all you get. She also asked what my favorite color is. My favorite color is turquoise, like the cover of Passenger and the hardcover. That's my favorite color. She also asked, how hard have you worked to get your followers on Bookstagram? It took a long time. I mean, I've had my Bookstagram for like probably 2 years, and I just reached 9,000 followers. Yay! I mean, you definitely have to work hard on your pictures. You can't be lazy and expect to gain a lot of followers. The Graduated Bookworm on Instagram asked, what made you decide to take the leap and start it all? Also, what book would you 100% recommend to anyone? BookTube, it was like Christine, Cass J. Tuck, they were huge inspirations to me and really made me want to start my own channel. The community of book lovers, I mean, I never knew that existed before, and then I found out about it and I was like, I have to be a part of this. Bookstagram, Half-Blood Princess, basically. She's like one of my good friends now, and she's so amazing. She was probably the first one that I was following that I was like, oh my gosh, I love your account. And also like Young Adult Book Addict on Bookstagram. They're huge inspirations to me and also good friends, and I love them so much. Bethany Books, hey girl, you're awesome. Oh my gosh, I forgot to mention you in Bookstagrammers. You are also one of my best Bookstagram friends. Oh, she asked, what are some of your best online friends you've made from Bookstagram so far? Wink, wink. I'm not just saying it. You are one of the best, girl. I'm so sorry I forgot earlier. And I already sort of answered that question. And then Brittany from Books by Britt decided to hate me and asked me a question of Mary Cliff, Percy Jackson, Will Herondale, Liam Stewart. Why do you hate me? I'm not even joking. That's one of the hardest questions I've ever had to answer in my entire life. If you guys don't know, those are some of my top fictional boyfriends of all time. Percy Jackson is number 1. Will is number 2. I can't kill Liam? I can't. Okay, obviously I'm gonna marry Percy. Everyone saw that coming. Everyone knows about my deep love for Percy. It's a little embarrassing, but not really. Okay, I'm gonna kiss Will, and I don't know how I'm gonna save Liam. I was gonna say, oh, like Will, maybe he could jump off a cliff and then Tessa could jump off after, and then the angel could catch both of them and neither would die. But then, like, I want to kiss Will. So I also don't want to cliff Liam because he doesn't have an item that could catch him. I don't know. I really don't want to do it. But I'm gonna just marry Percy, kiss Will. And then she also asked, what is your favorite Bible verse? And I have always had a hard time answering this because, like, I have a hard time remembering references along with the verse. I mean, obviously I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. There are so many, guys. Like, I could literally sit here all day. She also asked, if you could drop everything and travel anywhere for a week, where would you go and who would you bring with you? Are you joking? Like, you know me. Scotland, obviously. And I would take you with me, Brittany. And lots of other people, but like you too. Okay, now moving on to Twitter questions. I only got 2 questions on Twitter, but all the others were from Instagram.
From @EZARIAGFERRER.
If you could rewrite a book, which would it be and what would you change? Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare, which I know made everyone sob and they all adore it and that's like their favorite book of all time. I really didn't love Clockwork Princess as much as the other 2. What I would change about it is I want more Tessa in it because I feel like it really focused on other side characters. I feel like Tessa is really the main character, like the main narrator, and she didn't have that many POVs and it just felt weird for the last one. So that's probably what I would change, just like give Tessa more chapters, maybe make it longer because I don't want to take anything out, just like make it longer and add more Tessa. Okay, @LenaMorrison9 on Twitter asked, what book has made you cry the most? So, back when she asked this question, I wasn't sure. I cry a lot in books, and so I don't know like which one made me cry the most. But then, since then, I have finished Second Chance Summer by Morgan Matson. I finished this in Colorado when I was on vacation last week, and I read the whole thing while I was there, and I felt like this book was written for me. I cried so much. If you're following me on Snapchat and you saw those snaps, I'm so sorry. I was crying. I want to start crying just looking at this book. It felt so incredibly real and it means so much to me and I love it so incredibly much and I'm gonna start crying just thinking about it. Okay, that is it for this Q&A video. Thank you all so much for asking me questions. I had so much fun with filming this. Thank you guys for watching this video. I will talk to you in my next one. Bye!